Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. If stories about love, betrayal, and hard truths keep you watching, hit that subscribe button and join our growing storytelling community. Now let me share how everything unraveled. I shattered a decade-long marriage in less time than it takes to make coffee. 10 minutes. One reckless decision. That was all it took for the life I built with the man I vowed forever to begin falling apart right before my eyes. The cruelest part is that I saw it happening. I was fully aware, like I was standing outside myself, watching the first spark turn into flames and choosing not to stop it. Ethan and I weren't perfect. No marriages. But we had our rhythm, our quiet understanding. Mornings spent sipping coffee before the kids woke up. Tuesday nights reserved for takeout. Those small, knowing looks we exchanged across the room when one of our children said something smart or silly. It was an ordinary life, the kind you don't realize is precious until it disappears. I used to be grateful for it, until I wasn't. It started innocently enough with a 3-day work conference in Chicago. I even packed Ethan's favorite pajamas because they smelled like home. I felt guilty leaving him to handle our 2 kids alone. Beneath that guilt, though, was another feeling I didn't want to admit: relief. Freedom. Space to breathe. The hotel was elegant, full of shining marble and soft lighting, with free wine flowing in the lobby. I felt like a version of myself I hadn't seen in years. My boss, Lauren, convinced me to attend the welcome mixer. That's where I met James. He was nothing like Ethan. He was confident and charming, with a smile that made it easy to forget the life waiting for me back home: stretch marks, school runs, and a minivan. He listened, truly listened. We talked about books, travel, music. He laughed at the same things Ethan used to laugh at before life became heavy. When the evening ended, he walked me to the elevator. As the doors opened, his fingers brushed against mine. I didn't pull away. That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling. Nothing physical had happened, not even a hug, but something inside me had shifted, and I knew it. The next day we kept running into each other. Same sessions, seats beside one another, shared notes, lunch together. I knew I should create distance, but I didn't want to. Admitting that still makes me uncomfortable. That night we went to dinner, just the 2 of us. He spoke about his divorce, about feeling unseen and unwanted, about becoming invisible in his own marriage. I should have said, "I'm married. I have a family." Instead I said, "I get it." Back in the elevator he kissed me. It wasn't wild or dramatic. It was slow, gentle, almost familiar, and that terrified me. I didn't stop him. I kissed him back. I wish I could say that was the end. That I thought about Ethan, about our children, about the vows I once meant with everything I had. But I didn't. We went to his room. 10 minutes. That's all it took to wipe out 10 years of loyalty, patience, forgiveness, late-night conversations, and quiet love. When I came home, nothing felt right. Ethan greeted me with a tired smile and kissed my cheek. I almost collapsed, not immediately from guilt, but from the crushing realization of what I had destroyed. For 2 weeks I pretended it never happened. I cooked his favorite meals, initiated closeness, volunteered for bedtime routines. I tried to bury my shame under effort. Ethan noticed. He asked if I was okay. I said I was fine. I wasn't. Guilt doesn't hit all at once. It creeps in slowly, when your child hands you a drawing of your family, when your husband absent-mindedly rubs your back on the couch, when he tells you he's proud of you. Then one night he saw a message. I had been careless. James had texted me. Nothing explicit, but enough. "I've been thinking about you. I can't forget what happened." Ethan didn't yell. He didn't cry. He handed me my phone and asked quietly, "Can you explain this?" Everything fell apart. I told him everything. No excuses. No blame. No minimizing. He deserved the truth even if it ended us. He listened in silence. His hands trembled. His jaw tightened so hard I could hear it. When I finished, he asked one question: "Do you love him?" I didn't, but I hesitated. That pause broke something in him. He stood up, went into our bedroom, and shut the door. I slept on the couch. The next morning his bag was packed. He said he needed space. Said he didn't know if he could ever look at me the same way again. The kids asked why their dad was staying at grandma's. I told them he just needed a short break. A week later he filed for separation. I begged. I cried. I wrote letters. We tried counseling. We tried dinners together. But every conversation led back to the same question: why? And I never had a clear answer. Why did I risk everything for someone I didn't even love? Why did I trade a life we built for 10 careless minutes? Sometimes I think I just wanted to feel alive again. Sometimes I think I was simply selfish. And sometimes I think I may never fully understand myself. It's been 7 months. The divorce isn't final yet. Ethan sees the kids on weekends. He's polite, distant. I still live in the same house, but it no longer feels like home. The silence is loud. The coffee tastes wrong. People say one mistake doesn't define you. But this one did. Because in 10 minutes, I became the villain of my own story, and I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself.